African community flag, and Honorable Kanini Kega is here, shall be flown at half-mast at State House. All Kenyan diplomatic missions, public buildings, grounds, all military bases, posts, and stations, as well as naval vessels of the Republic of Kenya and throughout the entire territory of the Republic of Kenya. The Deputy President visited the school yesterday and urged Kenyans to avoid speculation on the number of deaths, the fate of the missing, and the cause of the deadly inferno, and instead called for patience, awaiting the conclusion of investigations. We really want to thank the security agencies, led by the Ministry of Interior and National Coordination, whose CS was here yesterday, which has already launched investigations and has directed the deployment of national government agencies in central Kenya to coordinate operations, with the regional commissioner, who is here, of central Kenya, providing periodic updates on recovery efforts, psychosocial support, and evacuation operations which are ongoing. The police have since cordoned off the place, so that's why we are doing it outside here, because inside now it's a crime scene. And for your information, that multi-agency is very well coordinated. Even the government pathologist is here, Dr. Udwar, and they are working with the Director of Homicide at the DCI, and they are already making sure that they recover the bodies so that the other process can continue. So we cannot get in there because of that reason, because it is still very, very delicate. But also to say at this point in time that we have a main committee at the county level, led by the regional commissioner as the chair, with the county governor of Nyeri, Honorable Mwalimu Kahiga, also who is a teacher by profession, co-chairing that as well. And then there will be a day-to-day committee here, as directed by the CS for Interior and His Excellency the President, that we will have the DCC now chairing the day-to-day operations of this whole operation. We are very keen as government, and the CS will be speaking, to ensure that normalcy returns, even so that those who need to continue learning can continue. So the DCI and the government pathologists have been here and are still conducting investigations and scientific analysis. Their tireless efforts in uncovering the truth is commendable. However, this will take time, and therefore they will continue to work diligently to ensure that the country gets the root cause of this tragedy. On the Ministry of Health, I think, let me leave, Waziri will explain further. But when it comes to the Ministry of Education, I beg your pardon, the health professionals have been on site here from the MOH, from the National Public Health Emergency Center, and their efforts are focused to ensure that all of the injured receive the necessary medical attention, and they have helped facilitate transfers and have airlifted those in critical conditions. Unfortunately, one of the boys, we lost him, unfortunately, the one who went all the way to KNH. Under the Ministry of ESL and Regional Development, we've been able, as a government, to provide the food that is required here. And it's important because that is the first thing that is required, honestly. Rice, about 100 bags, beans, 50 bags, corn soya beans, 24 kg bags, then blankets, about 200 pieces, kitchen sets, soap, sanitary pads, and what have you. And all of this, the CS for ESL's Beatrice Askul was here yesterday, and they've already been delivered. Counseling and support. Disaster response agencies, including the National Government Administrative Officers, NGAO, the Kenya Red Cross, and the National Disaster Operations Center, who are also here, are working to coordinate support for the affected parents and the school community, offering aid and counseling services. So far, 37 girls have been counseled and 32 boys as well. And this is we are still counting quite a number of parents, and the information that the Red Cross is providing is that anybody traumatized by this situation, the counselors, the 63 counselors are available for that matter. Conclusion of the investigations. While the cause of the fire has not yet been conclusively identified, the government confirms that it has mobilized all relevant agencies and continues to work diligently to conduct this investigation throughout. Those found responsible will be brought to justice, and the CS will be talking about that. The government is committed to ensuring accountability for every learner, to ensure the safety remains a top priority for the government will continue to follow through to ensure that the relevant policies are strictly adhered to, and we call upon all schools to comply fully with its regulations to safeguard the well-being of our children and prevent such tragic incidents from happening again. Once more, to the bereaved families, poleni sana na Mungu awalinde. We shall be giving daily briefings so that then we can get it in written format. So we shall release this statement shortly. But before that, allow me to welcome Joan from the Office of the First Lady to make a comment. Later. We'll come at the end. Yes, it's Joan.
Thank you so much. I'm here to just convey deepest condolences from the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya. As you know, she's currently away on official duty, but Her Excellency is deeply, deeply grieved by this happening in our nation, and she sends her love, her prayers to the bereaved family, to the community, to the teachers, to the parents of the deceased. And Her Excellency is very keen to ensure that this matter is looked into to identify what the root cause is. And as a team, she has sent us with food, over 50 bags of rice and other material support for the community, for the children, for the parents. And this is just the first support. We are here on the ground to assess the situation and to see how we are able to further help. Her Excellency is very passionate about the children of this nation. She's Mama Taifa. And so with us, we come with prayers, we come with love, we come with the condolences from the First Lady. And we look forward to just participating with all the government agencies that are on the ground. We are grateful for the immediate support that came from the different line ministries, from the county government, and we look forward to just working together to see how we are better able to support the community and the school. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Now, before I invite the governor to invite the CS, I once again want to recognize the tireless efforts of PS Belio Kipsang, who was here yesterday, and he's here today on the ground to make sure that all is well. So without much ado, ndio rafiki yangu huyo Mainda asichoke kushikilia hivi vitu hapa. Karibu governor.
Asante sana msemaji wa serikali, Mheshimiwa Waziri, Mheshimiwa Migoso ambaye yuko hapa, waziri wa elimu, maofisa wengine walio hapa, Mheshimiwa Kanini Kega, Mheshimiwa MCA wa area, Joan kutoka ofisi ya Mama Taifa, mabibi na mabwana, hamjambo. Niko hapa siku ya leo kama ishara moja ya kuwa sisi tunafanya kazi pamoja kama serikali kuu na serikali ya county, hasa katika mkasa huu ambao umetupata. Na jambo moja ambalo ningetaka niendelee kuomba ni kwamba wananchi wote, kwa wazazi ambao wameadhiriwa, tuwapeana pole zetu na tunawaombea Maulana akaweza kuwapeni nguvu. Lakini zaidi ya yote naomba tukawa angalau watulivu kidogo, kwa sababu sehemu ambayo imebaki ni utafiti wa kisayansi na mambo ambayo yatachukua muda kidogo, pengine siku moja au mbili, ndipo hasa tukaweza kupeana idadi maalum ama idadi iliyo kamili kuhusiana na mkasa ambao umetupata. Ningetaka pia kwa niaba ya kaunti, wananchi wote wa Nyeri, nianze kwa kumpongeza na kumshukuru Mheshimiwa Rais wetu William Ruto ambaye alitutumia risala ya lambilambi kutoka jana, na maofisa wake zaidi ya mawaziri 4 wamefika sehemu hii. PS wake pia wamekuja, regional commissioner amekuwa pamoja nasi, na siku ya leo pia tumeweza kumpata msimamizi wa ofisi ya First Lady. Tungetaka tuchukue nafasi kuwashukuruni, na zaidi pia tumshukuru naibu wa rais kwa sababu pia naye aliweza kufika jana, na tuseme kwetu tunaendelea kuomba kuliwazwa, kwa sababu haya mambo ni magumu. Kwa wale ambao siku ya leo niliweza kupitia hospitali, kuna kijana mmoja ambaye tulikuwa tumempeleka Mount Kenya, yuko sawa sasa, nimemwacha na mzazi, na wale wengine 3 wanaendelea kupata matibabu. Asanteni siku ya leo. Pia ningetaka nichukue nafasi hii nimkaribishe waziri hapa Nyeri. Mahali ulipo hapa ni Kieni, sehemu ya ubunge ya Kieni, ni constituency kubwa kabisa ambao ni 50% na moja ya area ya Nyeri, na ningetaka nikukaribishe pia nikiwa namtambua Mheshimiwa Kanini Kega ambaye ni mbunge wa Iyala ambaye ametoka na kuja kuwa pamoja nasi alipopata habari jana. Kwa hivyo namkaribisha waziri. Sana waziri.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen and members of the press. Let me take this opportunity to thank Governor, the PS, Minister of Education, for the work that you've been doing since this tragedy occurs yesterday. Let me say that once I received this this morning, and I've been briefed, and let me say at the outset that the progress that with the investigation, with the issues surrounding the support, psychosocial counseling of the families and the children has been going on very well through the Red Cross. But let me pass my condolences to the family and pray for those who are in the hospital and undergoing treatment. And let me also say at the outset that this incident is not the first one in the country. This is one incident that perhaps one could say is one too many. It started all the way from 1991 when we had the first case of Changuli, and then 2000 we had St. Kizito, and these things have been going on, and every time they occur we think that the next event will not take place, but it so happens. So as a Ministry of Education, we are looking into the root cause. We want to examine ourselves and find out what is the root cause of these incidences. And we have policies in place. We have school safety standards that were passed in 2020 that schools are supposed to adhere to. The investigation that is whether there was compliance with those rules and regulations. And perhaps as a country it has reached that time when we look at those rules and regulations, which are policies, and find out whether it is time for us to move them a step further and make them laws, so that there are penalties that will attach, because we cannot go on like this as a country. There were between 9, I think, and 13 very young children in an environment where they are supposed to be safe, and then something happens. We yet do not know what the cause is, but whether it is an electrical fault or an act of arson, we will need to deal with it in a sense that there is a better way of resolving these issues. Opportunity to thank those who have given donations to support the community around here, so can get something to eat, and because there was a lot of pain once this particular tragedy occurs. So thank you so much, the First Lady and the rest that have contributed. We wish to thank the President also for the guidance that he has given in handling this particular crisis. As you know, there is a 3-day national mourning next week, which is also supposed to give us an opportunity to examine ourselves and find out what is it that is ailing us, that we keep getting these tragedies involving children. So it is disheartening. It's disheartening, and it's time we get a solution to it. So thank you so much. I do not want to talk much because we've agreed that there is going to be one source of information through the RC, so the updates will come from one point so that we don't have confusing information out there. But now you can have an opportunity to ask questions.
About 3 questions. Useme ni media gani na unaelekeza swali lako kwa nani? So who wants to go first? Yes. So go first. Let me be then Sikolia number 2. Who is number 3? A lady. Yes, you can ask. The 3 of you, then we can see whether we can.
My name is Daniel Rongo from Agency. My question goes to the, and I would like to ask how prepared are the schools in the region and in case of such emergencies, and to ensure that those measures are put in place and that they are adhered to.
Okay.
There are like emergency drills being done in schools to ensure that.
Thank you, Scolia.
Thank you so much. My name is Enoch Sikolia from CGTN. My question still goes to the CS. You well put out safety guidelines were given in 2020. That is 4 years ago. And I remember at that particular time, the ministry went around, they did a research and found out that many schools had not adhered to. And clearly, the ministry ever did a follow-up on that, because having found that it hadn't, or most schools had not adhered to, but what followed after that?
Okay. Okay, Scolia. Yes, Anita from BBC.
My question is, what is the contact tracing process? How are you contacting these so far from the 70?
The last question.
Yeah.
So I think let me first answer, then the CS can finish. The contact tracing is being done by the DCI and the government pathologist, Anita, and the Red Cross. So
That number.
and through number 1199. So we have figures, but they are really a difficult process, because we have to match whatever we are finding on the ground with the particulars. And allow me to leave it at that. So that requires some time. So allow us to give you the only figure that we can confirm as at now is that there are 18 fatalities. But the tracing is the 1199. Some parents have already returned the students as per directed by the PS yesterday. But we are saying, using GAO and number 1199, we'll also reach out so that we minimize that as a way forward, as the CS has directed. And also, please, we are asking, if you have any child there, let us account for these children, so that then we do not have a situation where they are missing and we don't know where they are. So as at now, the number is 18, but the process is very protracted. It is scientific. Let us leave it at that.
You had said 26 though. You had said over 26. Can you use that number?
No. The official number is 18.